Hey guys, I just wanted to share with you my experiences. The reason I'm on YouTube is so that I can share with you what it was like to be a Jehovah's Witness, what it was like to leave the organization, and the aftermath that follows when you leave. And so I wanted to share with you an experience that I had on Sunday. And I should just give you some background information, which is that I've been separated for a year now, and I'm in the process of picking up my, final belongings at my former home. And the process so far has been that, I've received the majority of my things, but there are a few other things that I, will request, and that he'll sit them outside and say, I'll sit them out, and I go by, kind of like they're sitting on the curb kind of thing, and I go and pick them up. However, I was looking for some photographs, and he had said that, the texts were unusual, and he was saying that, I needed to come at a certain time, and that he would let me know what time to come, so just, keep an eye out for his notifications. So anyway, I thought that was weird, and it sounded like he wanted to talk to me or to meet with me, and I kind of thought maybe it's one of those, come back to Jehovah talks, which I know is not going to happen. Anyway, so I get the text on Sunday that, it's okay to come and, please come now to get your things. So, okay. So I go outside, and he's already sitting outside the home in a vehicle, kind of like a little stakeout mission. It's more than just a husband-wife kind of thing, because he had with him a brother who happens to be my brother-in-law, who's married to my sister, who I love very much. I adore him. And, so I didn't really understand what the purpose of this. I kind of felt like he was going for like a aha, I caught you kind of moment, and I really didn't understand, the purpose of that. I didn't tell him, he's not aware of my, where I'm currently living. However, I did give my address out to, other family members who are not Jehovah's Witnesses, so it's not a real big secret where I live. But he had seen me in a grocery store, and I was with another person, a man, and so he assumed that that was my new boyfriend, which wasn't the case. But at any rate, he may have followed me, I don't know, but it doesn't matter how, why. But for me, I can tell you that it really wasn't, it was just a bizarre kind of moment, and I just didn't understand, like, what the point of this is. I don't really answer to him or to my brother-in-law or elders or governing body or anyone else, I do have my faith, and God is the only one that I really have to be concerned with, who, pleasing in my life. So I can't tell you what, he walked away with, from the experience, from our encounter, but I can tell you from my perspective, it was kind of odd and sad. And I felt like he was there to surprise me, to not to be confrontational, but to confront and to judge. And really, I just, when he started asking me questions, I really just said, well, this isn't where our relationship is, and so I really don't have to answer all of your questions. I don't answer to you. It's not where our relationship is at this point. And, he just made a lot of assumptions. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because when you leave the organization, there is a need to vilify you. And it's not that every step you take is going to be right. I mean, even when you're doing your best and you're in the organization and you're trying to live up, you're always going to fall short. That's who we are as people. And I'm going to I fell short when I was in the organization, and I'm going to fall short when I'm out of the organization. That's just who we are as imperfect people. But it just felt sad, and this wasn't the first time in gathering some of my belongings. I wasn't allowed on the premises, so he explained to me that the process of retrieving my belongings was going to be that he was going to box them up. I drop off a truck, he's going to box them up, fill up this truck, I just come, pick up the truck, and away I go. And that was the way he chose that this would be, and I really didn't have a choice since I was not living on the premises. So that's the way that went. And in packing up my belongings, there was a condom, there were some condoms that were found. And so I received a phone call, asking me questions about this, and, you should be ashamed of yourself. And I'm thinking, well, huh? to quote J.W. Fairytale, huh? What? And it really just threw me because I couldn't remember using condoms. I mean, I don't know. I've never bought condoms in my life. I do work in a medical atmosphere, and we did at that time, a long time ago, have them sitting around in little baskets in the exam rooms. And so I'm thinking, well, maybe that's where that come from, and then it dawned on me why they were in my possession, which is way back when we were married, back in 1990 something, that we as a couple had them. But because I was leaving the organization, well, then suddenly I must have these because I'm loose, or because I'm active out in the world, or, who knows, and who cares? Think what you want, but those condoms expired in 2004. It's 2015, and those things have been in the drawer for like forever. Long before I ever became wicked and became an apostate. But that's what I'm saying to you. Like, there's a need to prove that you're wicked once you leave the organization, and they'll find a way, even if it's not so. And I try to be the best person that I can. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, and I'm not saying that every step I take is the right step. I'm saying I'm doing the best I can, and I am comfortable with where I am in my relationship with the Creator, and that's what matters. And that's it.